Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, here for a face of conflict interest. So, we have talked to and had great old interview with Miss Weed over here, and honestly, I just love the interview. It just breaks up the monotony of just the investigation things. Like, yeah, you get into the grip with things, and this happens. Oh boy, I just love it. It's good. It's a, it's a good flip, at least to get distraction a bit, at least. And you are still hiding some stuff, but we can't pry out of you because you have a great big mace spray around your hands, so we can't physically attack you unless we fight fire with fire, like I mentioned before. But no, I don't think Phoenix would ever go for that. So we still have to investigate more of the mansion as much as we can, and we do need to talk to Bikini and talk about the whole restrictions of who can enter even the mansion or manor itself. We need to go figure that out. It'd be a good place to go to. Oh, there's something happening here. To first manor grounds east entryway. I wonder if since the whole well, it looks like the whole mansion is mirrored in the embassy investigations one, then yeah, maybe there's something going on with that there too. Maybe that'll come up. Okay, we've done a lot. Not really. We just did a cursory look over everything. We searched the courtyard and the balcony and talked to Miss Porter. You're forgetting we talked to Detective Waters. He had some great insight. Bikini should be somewhere around here. There were also 2 other names in that fingerprinting list. I like to find them too. Oh, fingerprinting list? Oh, I didn't even bother looking through the rest. Yeah. Do we have them in profiles or I didn't even bother looking through the rest. A man in here? Who are you? Oh, hi. Oh yeah, you're Maya's grandmother, right? If I got that right. Oh, is that okay? Assuming you're in a wheelchair. I really like the red ruby staffs. Wait. Okay, never mind. Wait, maybe just me, but the left staff for the wheelchair, it looks like the point of it resting above the ruby is coated in blood. I can't tell just the outline of the staff itself or yeah. Oh, hello. You aren't with the police. What are you doing in my home? Investigating. Mr. Pearl, what are you doing with this man? He's much too old for you. Why is everybody jumping to that conclusion? Because this whole community likes shipping. Listen, Pearl and I aren't like that, okay? You use an affectionate name for her. Pearly. Oh, well, just a small misunderstanding. You see, he's Mystic Mind's special someone. Pearl's about that... a fiancé? Oh, if that's the case, you're practically family. It would be rude to shoot you out. Welcome to my home, my future grandson. Thank you, Pearls. Mr. Nick, meet my grandmother, Mystic Meredith. Meredith is a great name here, though. Well, I was gonna say, almost all the women in the Fake clan, so far we've met, have, an M name, sort of thing. Well, except for Dahlia and Iris. Well, and Pearls, but you know what I mean. There's, Mia, Maya, Morgan, and here Meredith. I just like that motif here. He's offending Miss Iris tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is it, young man? Phoenix, right, ma'am. Ah, Mr. Phoenix, we finally meet. My granddaughter's mentioned you quite a bit. She has? Must say, I'm flattered. Yes, she has quite the attachment to you. She's come to me regularly for advice in leading Coraine. That master doubts her own leadership quite a lot. That sounds like Maya. Pity she lacks the confidence. She should have accomplished great things. When I was her age, nobody would ever dream of attacking me. Oh, that's right. Maya mentioned that someone was the master before her mother. Were you around when the shooting took place? Is there a whole, well, I guess you just retired from the position. I'm trying to think, would, you just learn the leadership down role, or they come of age and, the leadership role is given to, oh, Misty. That was Mia's mother, yeah. Interrogation? I thought the police had already finished with that. Well, I'm not the police, ma'am. They have, Mystic Fae. No need to be rude, Mr. Raphael. This man is our guest. And you are... Mr. Raphael Donatello, sir. At your service. I completely forgot a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference. Why? Why do I suddenly feel like I'm about to be attacked by ninjas and a giant rat? Glad. Well, Mr. Phoenix, we'll do what we can to satisfy you. Ask your questions. So did you kill someone? I need to ask someone point blank this first. For Master. You see the Karain Master? Yes. The last great one, some would say. What Maya and her mother? My daughter Shane wasn't hiding for most of her life. And Mystic Maya. Wait, did you just imply like she did not want to be part of the? Okay. Exiled. She's done a lot to unify you. No, she hasn't. Look where she's led herself. She may die. Could you have done better? I did. When I was Master, Karain saw more peace and tranquility than I had in 100 years. It's true. That's what I was always told, at least. It's a shame you had to be born after my child. I'm not really a child anymore. No, you're not. I apologize. Why aren't you the Master anymore? Is a title, like you just put a title down to someone, or... Hey, took my powers. I'm not that strong media used to be. Oh, literally, whoever has, like, strong... Oh, I forgot about that. Strong spiritual power, like, becomes the leader, so... Well, I guess Mia would have had, like, spiritual powers, but, like, she decided not to use them at all, just to flee the clan. I don't think even, like, well... I wonder if there's a bigger reason why she left, besides, like, you know, she wanted to, like, investigate more of, like, about Misty's disappearance in the DL6 incident. I wonder if there's more to it than that. Without my spiritual strength, I was unfit to lead. So I abdicated the role to my daughter, Mystic Misty. She seemed worthy at the time. Well, I did not. That was your decision? You did it voluntarily? Yes, I would give anything that meant the well-being of my family. We need stability, which I was no longer able to provide. She was ready to give up her own power? That's amazing. Like literally give up the power just to stop using it. What will happen with reunion tomorrow? It'll have to be cancelled. Cancelled? No, you can't do that. We can hardly have it without the most important person there. Don't you think Maya would want it to still go on? This reunion symbolizes the reunification of the Fae clan. Yes, I've heard all before. They're an assassination attempt by a branch family member. I would not say we've reached that point. You're not ready, Mr. Phoenix. It's a naive dream by a child not fit to lead. Mystic Maya isn't a... Sorry, grandmother. She's a child. Maturity's not determined by age. I have pointed this out to her many times before, but it's never held. Mystic Meredith, your granddaughter was just shot. And I am sorry for it. I love her, but that does not mean I can't speak my mind. Sometimes a good leader must be blunt. That's something I learned very quickly. And I fear it is a lesson that Mystic Maya never did. He's always tried to please everyone, which in our case simply is not possible. Oh. You're awfully calm about all this. I must keep a level head for the sake of the others. Even in the darkest times, someone must keep order. She's being strong for her family. Just like Maya had to for Pearls. I don't like how emotionless she is. Doesn't seem right. When this all happened, did you notice anything? I was inside the whole time. After the first two shots, I found a window to see what was happening. The first two? So you heard all three? Of course! Iris said she only heard two. How is that possible? Maybe, like, she said she passed out, so mostly she... I completely, again, Not thinking about it now, I thought she would pass out, like, after that, but Maya was hit in the third bullet strike, and then fell off and passed out? So, how did she not hear it? It seems like too innocuous a detail to, like, just leave out, and change her story to just be two. The looks of, like, Phoenix looking out, she didn't have any earmuffs on, which wouldn't make sense because, you know, if we believe her story to be true, she literally just heard the gunshots and walked up to the gun. She wasn't the one preparing to shoot people, so the earmuffs wouldn't make sense, and probably be very conspicuous. Did you see anything strange? Did I see Iris, you mean? Well, yeah. Yes. Okay, we got two witnesses. Huh? Where? You haven't told the police about this yet, have you? No. I fear what I saw may only incriminate her even more. You shouldn't hold back information like this. What did it matter? She was already seen by 2 others. 2 other- oh, yeah, I forgot. Me? What I saw wouldn't fix anything. It only make it worse. Will you tell me? No. I won't say anything that leads to my granddaughter returning to prison. I only brought it up to you because you are her lawyer. So you're not gonna say that so we can't work with the information we have. Surely you have her best interest in mind. You mustn't let her be convicted. Learning what happens can help us, I guess, you know, figure out what plan of action and course to take. Oh, she's really insistent about this. I don't think she'll say any more. Okay, then. So, like, did we meet everyone here, or is, like, do you truly believe Iris did it? I don't want to, but what choice do I have? Who else could have done it? Who else, indeed? How many people were here? 8, we count the 4 of us. Okay, so, Raphael Donatello? Yeah, okay, Raphael Donatello, that's 1. Meredith Faye, 2. Pearl Faye, 3. Phoenix, 4. Maya, 5. GLaDOS Porter, that's 6. Bikini, and then Iris. That's 8. 8. So Maya, Pearls, Porter, Bikini, Iris, myself, and you 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Unless there's a hidden 9th party, then yeah. Could somebody else have snuck in? Sister Bikini would have noticed. She was at the gate for a reason. That, or she got hit, knocked out, or she was distracted by something and someone went through the door, or I guess more disturbingly enough, like they were close to Bikini and went through without anyone telling anyone or anything like that. Or again, by helicopter. Okay? Helicopter. Or ladders. I don't know if there's like a giant, like, you know, brick fence around the whole mission. If that's the only way in, then they can use a ladder or something. I mean, if they somehow can manage to sneak in a sniper rifle, why not that? And long bullets and all that. And recording bugs, yeah. Part of the preparations for this were making sure no unwanted visitors could find their way in. This house has walls surrounding it, that's why it was chosen. Could somebody have been hiding here before Bikini arrived? Where would they be now? Nobody left before the police arrived. They would have been found. 8 people were here. No more, no less. That, or honestly, they could be hiding somewhere in the house. Well, I mean, there was, like, you know, a clothes basket and, like, you know, a different house. Maybe they could hide in there or something like that. Well, the police would probably look there, but there's gotta be some places that seem people could hide, right? Right, I'm definitely not reaching, grasping for straws. Hand the guest list, Mr. Raphael. Oh, you have it. I thought Bikini would still have it. Yes, Mystic Faye. We barely heard you talk. This is the guest roster. The people on here are the only possible suspects. Oh, okay. Meredith Faye, Raphael, Donatello, Iris Faye. I can't even read that. Nikiana Makoto Faye. Pearl Faye, I can't read that one. And oh, it's probably Phoenix. Yeah, I can see a giant W. And Maya Faye. I recognize over half the names on here. You should. I had no idea what the 4th one even says. Sister Bikini was told to only allow in people with first-hand connections to her family. Wait, is that meant to be... Is that meant to be Bikini? Wait, okay. Bikini... Okay, that actually lines up. The B-I-K-I-N-A. Or I? I don't know. Her real name is actually Bikinina. Nina. Bikinina. Okay. Sister Bikini was told to only allow in people with first-hand connections to her family. We didn't want to risk any meddling from outsiders. What about me? Good sir, you're closer to Mystic Mind than perhaps anyone else in her life. Sister Bikini knew this. Why would she should not let you in? You're practically Faye yourself. I wouldn't go quite that far. Well, at this point, you've already, like, done so much for the family itself. Like, you basically, like, were, like, mentored by Mia. And, like, you helped finish what she started with Misty Faye and DL6 incident. In the second case, Lily helped, like, Lily, like, was invited by Maya to, like, help, like, I guess, like, just be there for, like Maya's first ever channeling in that case, and then helped get Maya out of the situation. Lily worked, like, arrested Morgan Fay from there, adopted Pearls, pretty much, basically, or, like, helped take care of her, at the very least, with Maya. Then, I'm thinking, then the whole thing again with Maya being kidnapped and all in the fourth case, the second game, and yeah, Lily keeping Pearls, like, you know, her spirits up even through that tumultuous time. In the third game, what was it? Lily just almost taking on, like, Mia's, like, mantle from, like, Dahlia Hawthorne, or, like, Dahlia Faye, technically speaking, almost. It's, like, you know, divorce and all that. From, like, I guess, the dad. Those cases with Dahlia Hawthorne were taken care of. Iris, Lily, the whole entire final case of the third game, which is still absolutely goddamn amazing, I gotta say. Like, it's great. Like, I keep, like, every so often I just rewatch someone play through it again, like another Let's Play, and just, God, some of the reactions people have to it, and just revisiting the story itself is, like, it's so good. Even this music we're listening to right now is so goddamn nostalgic. It really is. It very is. And, oh boy. We'll have to gush about this somewhere or another, or else if I don't say anything like that, I'm probably gonna absolutely die just only, like, speaking dialogue and nothing else. I wouldn't go quite that far. You've done more than that by your own self, gosh. Pearls, Porter, and I were all in the courtyard. We saw Bikini leave for the main gate, the opposite direction. Where were you? Do you suspect me? I don't know who to suspect right now. Well, I could not shut that gun. Something that's large would cripple me even more than I already am. Besides, I could barely see. How many fingers am I holding up? The butler? I'm assuming it's a butler, actually? What even... Well, I'm gonna either, like, butler, like... Oh, caretaker, that'd be another one. I'm nearsighted. I can see perfectly well at this range. Just checking. I know did not pull a trigger. Like... Oh yeah, did Waters say, stuff about... Yeah, of, the gun, if, like, pulled off, like, would, like, have a great kickback, and if the person doesn't know how to properly use it, it would dislocate your shoulder? No, wait, no, break your arm or something like that. Like, yeah. I'm thinking to, like, the Apollo Justice case. Like, whole thing. Thinking back on it now, like, it was fun, but I didn't really, that was back in the time I just took everything in stride and just, like, thought about things passively. Oh my, thinking about it now, okay, blind kid, and also, yeah, small kid who probably would have broke their arm, but for the police's knowledge, has not broke their arm entirely. Yeah, that could have been, like, rewritten better. And I've seen someone rewritten it way better before, and honestly, it makes this, like, the Apollo Justice story way better. I like how the game goes, but I think the ending itself, like, the first two cases are great. Third case, it needs a lot of reworking, especially for that thing. The concept ideas in there were really good, though. The whole, like, witness testimony proves definitively who the culprit is. That was great. No, that was, like, a cool concept. And the fourth case, like, again, that was good. It just needed better execution. Yeah. Like, the culprit for that case needs to have, like, a better, bigger motive, or at least better, like, I guess something more, more closure added to it. I've seen, again, like, I think, if I'm remembering right, the Arrender, like, Rain Spectras, like, rewritten entirety of it, and, like, rewrote that culprit's backstory to be completely envious of Phoenix. And it's honestly, yeah, it's great. It's honestly amazing. I love it. I kind of take it as canon now. Even in my own head. I know I did not pull the trigger. But you chose to believe me is up to you. Like Thomas seems to. She might be telling the truth. What about your butler, Mr. Leonardo? That's Raphael, sir. Oh, hush, he was with me. Yes, Mr. Fay? Besides these two and Iris, everybody else was with us in the courtyard. Huh. If she's innocent, then... Well, if then Iris is innocent, that means... that... Huh. I mean, that must mean there's an outsider, or Bikini was the one who shot the gun. And basically, like, really, the third game, like, introduction basically shows the whole fact of, her back is terrible. Like, literally, it was, like, a literal plot point in the case that she went to the hot tub to actually, like, ease her back, especially in the dead of winter, and then she was walking back from it and saw the crime. It was literally a goddamn plot point, so that's not gonna work either. And if Iris is definitely not the culprit, which we never actually asked her outright if she did it or not. I don't think so anyway. Well, this is gonna turn out great. What if... Actually, is there anything else we need to go to? Can we talk to Bikini? Or do we need to go to someone and present things? Oh, wait, yeah! Wait. Gladys Porter mentioned before about the whole, like, restrictions thing. Do we have everything we need for the Mangatama itself? If not, we just go back there. If we don't, we can just look around the place more. Like, we need to go somewhere else entirely. Okay, so let's see then. Speak, me child. Put the mace down, please. Okay, good, thank you. Reason for coming. Miss Porter, I'm not sure I believe the story for why you're picked as a reporter. There's more to it than just you being really good. Ha! You dare question my unparalleled skills? Well, do you know how to parallel park? I never read anything from you, so I'll hold off on judgment. However, I can say without a doubt that it had nothing to do with that. Oh yeah? Well then, hotshot, why not? You wouldn't have been allowed in here if that was the case. Oh yeah, that has a first-hand connections to it. Yeah, that's a guest list basically said it. Oh yeah, that's a repurposed evidence list from Rise to the Ashes. Again, that case is great. Every single time I get reference to it, I honestly love it. I've seen some people like say they hate it, but honestly, God, I loved it. It gives more context and more building to the whole police department. Oh, and a bit of Edgeworth and all that. I just love it. It's just great. The case may be ridiculously long, like for some people, but honestly, when I was going through it, besides some small hiccups, mostly in the first testimony with, what was her name, Angel Star, literally, like, small hiccups are there, I had a blast through it, and also just watching people go through it. Like, honestly, I am so glad that Shu Takumi actually wrote that story in. Even though I guess he was, like asked and, like, maybe forced to write that for, like, I guess, a DS port of the game, and have it be centered all around DS mechanics. Oh, I love it. It's great. I love it. But anyway, back to this. It has to be the guest list then. This interests everyone present when the shooting happened. Only those countries that fake them are allowed in. The reunion's still a day away, but they're already keeping track of who's here. Without first-hand connections to the others, you couldn't be in this property. Well, I mean, okay, if Old Cult Magazine is, like, a very popular magazine. Oh yeah, you did an article for, like, Iris and, like, Bikini, which led Phoenix to go to the Hazakura Temple. So you must have built up connections over time, or first-hand connections? Shut up! When the shooting happened, there were only 8 people in the premises. Gladys Porter isn't written anywhere on here. Wait, really? Well, the text box overlooked it, so... So? Maybe they just further put me down. No, you got here just before us, and Bikini was at the gate the whole time. She would have greeted you as well. You think it was me? Is that it? We'll see. But right now, there's one thing I do know, and that's that your real name isn't Gladys Porter. What is it? Okay, it's Meredith Faye's top, Raphael Donatello, Iris Faye, Bikini, Makoto Faye, Pearl Faye, Phoenix Wright. Then it must be Makoto Faye, then. We've already met all the potential suspects. Okay, there's still one name on here I haven't heard. It must be yours, Makoto. Okay, fine. It's my birth name. I haven't gone by that name in years. Jeez, stupid first connections thing. God. I need to tell them who I was. The old number won't let me in. Well, how long have you been writing this? Well, I guess you maybe weren't the person who wrote the article for Bikini Iris, but that would actually be a cool connection there to put in. That's why Maya requested you? You were born to the Fae clan? I might have bugged her a bit about it. She wanted an interview, and I made sure it happened here. She needs someone to do it. Now we know who was involved. We just need to figure out why. What made you decide to hide this? It's none of your business. I'm making it my business. Maya was just shot, and you're trying to hide your identity now? If it had anything to do with this, I'm going to find out. Why are you here, Porter? Why now? I said it was for the interview! Today was the first time I'd ever heard about that. Part of me wants to say it was just a trivia matter she never brought up. The other part says all the secrecy implies something else. Maya did say she was making a big decision. And beyond that, God. And beyond that, what else are you hiding? Who knows your true identity? Everybody, by now. She had another reason for coming today. Porter specifically wanted this interview to be here and today, which makes me think there was an ulterior motive. Why would you need to control a setting like that? She was here, in this house, for some reason. Isn't there something else suspicious I've seen here? Something else suspicious? This might be a shot in the dark, but I think I can bluff the answer out of her. I found something which points to what you've been up to. Oh? This is what you've been doing. Wait, something else suspicious. Well, the gun... The bugs? Recording bugs. They were listening device found the building. Unless that was the only one, then... A controlled environment. The whole house is surrounded by walls. You can only go through the front gate. Bikini's there, like letting only certain select people through. Huh. Really? I found this. Recognize it? Never seen it. Well, it's a recording device. Somebody's spying this place. That's suspicious. You don't seem at all surprised. Oh, nutters here. Aren't you curious where it came from? Somebody's paranoid as you is surely worried. I could just cut to the chase and say it. Fine then. I think you planted it. Whatever. Can I have it back? So you were spying. No, of course not. Yes. You were so weird. That's how you close it out. Oh my. It's great. What's the point in denying it? My cover's blown. That whole stupid thing is a bust. Who were you watching? The people here. Thank you. I caught that much. A guy I know wanted me to check out things here. A guy? He asked me to use the master's interview as an excuse to keep tabs in the place. Who is this guy? Why do you want you to do that? What was Maya gonna say that somebody was willing to kill for? Should I be worried about you? I don't know you. Give me one reason to trust you. Porter, I need to know who almost killed Maya. You were a witness and I want answers. Tough break, porcupine boy. I'm not telling you anything. Oh god, where's a shear if I need it? I can use on someone else right now. Get the goddamn lawn clippings out of the way. Maya Faye's the only one here I'm 100% sure I can trust. Because she's in a coma. No, she's the freaking Korean master. She's got more enemies than I do. By that logic, wouldn't you trust the grandmother more then? The coma clearly being more of an afterthought. Don't give me that look. Not a word of this to anyone. You got it, Spiky? You never saw me here. Oh, like be like a little spooky ghost. Whoa. She's pretty sharp about this. About everything. I think I have to wait till court to get anything worthwhile from her. Might as well leave her to her snooping. Yeah, you go do your Scooby-Doo gang, Velma. Ugh. So that's everything then? Yeah. You still don't know exactly why Maya's here, but you were the one who planted the tracking devices around. So, all that. Wonder how else this is gonna come to play. Like, could someone else, like, known about this in advance? You said it was a guy. Well, unless it was you said it was a guy, so unless it was like another, like a person who's not related to the case entirely, then the only person here would fit the description is Raphael Donatello, but he's like a butler caretaker here. So why would he want you to like put listen devices around here? Unless, something or other? I don't know. Like, everyone else is like, you know, a girl besides Phoenix, so... And everyone here has a spiritual power, so meh. So we're all done with you then. Miss Grandmother, are you gone or back again, or do you have something else to say, or anyone new? Well, hey there, good looking. What brings you back here? I expected you to still be at the hospital with the master. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot we were looking around for you. I need to look into a few things before the trial tomorrow. Are we really just gonna meet you here entirely? Wait. You weren't at the gate? Okay. Look into things. Weren't you only testifying? Maybe you just came to see me. You do have a youthful figure. Mr. Nick, she's twice your age. It's called being polite. Oh, now, sweetie, don't you fuss. We were only joking, weren't we? A little humor can do a lot to ease the mind. Well, let me tell you, I've been getting very testy. The master shot, those police tramping all over here. Such a shame. We all worked so hard for the union. You're not guarding the gate anymore. Well, well, well. There's hardly any more need for that, is there? I suppose not. I mean, someone else can stay in here at a time then, if they get by the police. I'm assuming the gate leads to the courtyard, or maybe they can stick around to some other door, so, I suppose not. Why are you here, Mr. Wright? I'm defending Iris. Are you now? Why, isn't that a coincidence? Just like the last time. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the shooting, would you? Oh yes, like, you're doing it again, wow, Blast in the Past from, 8 years ago. 7 years ago. Heavens to Betsy, no! I wasn't anywhere close! You saw me, remember? They're telling me I'm a suspect. Can you believe it? Me? A suspect? They're just being thorough. I'm fairly certain it wasn't you. I personally watched you leave the courtyard. Of course, it's downright nutty to think a nun of Hazakura Temple would kill her. It's our duty to protect the master. Hazakura. I've had this feeling it felt too similar to that case. Back then, somebody saw Iris attack the victim. Only it wasn't her. I wonder, what if today I didn't see Iris? What if it was Dahlia? That couldn't possibly be it, could it? Iris admitted she was in the balcony. There was only ever one of her this time. That has to be it. What are you thinking, Mr. Nick? Hold on. Okay, if we're going down that rabbit hole, I want to get a chance to stop before we end this off here. So if Dolly Hawthorne, someone channeled her, that would mean literally anyone here would have done it. Well, if we're going the whole fact that Dolly was channeled, that means someone had to have spiritual powers, and let's see. Okay, Meredith Faye and Raphael Donatello, they said the two of them were together inside the house the whole entire time. So they're off the list, even though, well, of course, Raphael couldn't even channel Dolly, of course. All the spiritual powers are reserved for women. Let's see, Pearl was with us on the in the courtyard itself. Then we ran inside. So, like, there's no way she could have been in the balcony and done it, so she couldn't have shot the rifle. Then, well, Makoto was in the courtyard too, but then, yeah, wow, okay, hold on a second, what's weird? Literally everyone was either had an alibi or on the lower floor, so unless, like something happened to, so unless there was a break in between the shots, well, if we're gonna believe what Iris said, then literally, there was a break in the shots, the Cobra who was finding the rifle hid away somewhere, hid somewhere in the house, and then Iris went and grabbed the rifle. Then a third shot happened when the person who was shooting the rifle wasn't looking around. Then Phoenix looked up, saw Iris, then turned to Maya, and then after that, someone came back and shoved Iris over the balcony, and then broke her arm there. Then I'm assuming just passed out. So Lily, Makoto, Faye, or just Gladys Porter, like, literally everyone is accounted for. So who could have shot the sniper rifle? It literally had to be a ninth party then. Just I'm not sure how to continue from here. We've spoken to everybody who was around, but got nowhere. They all have solid alibis, except for Iris. Oh yeah. She wouldn't. You need to have more faith in her, Mr. Nick. That's what you always said. Yeah, but so far the only person who, triggered a Magatama would be, The only triggered a Magatama locked was, with Makoto Faye, Gladys Porter. I'm not gonna call her Gladys because at this point, but Makoto's looks like in my head just because of Mr. Naegi, all that. Let's see though. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, this came up a few times. Like this came up, I guess, a few times when going through the other fan games of Magatama, like locks and lies and all that. Unless someone else here is lying and expertly, like, I guess, like I'm diverging away from, like, you know, like the Magatama, like picking up locks, which pretty much everyone here is like, yeah, part of the, like, you know, the Fae clan and like knows the locks. Even like Lily Pearl, like, knew about the locks, and she was like a little kid at the time, so basically the whole, like, you know, family knows, so Lily can like manipulate around it. Plus, there's a, like, literally, as other, like, even the main canon games show, excluding the fan games, some characters, like, actually lied about themselves and all that. For example, the second the main, like, the Magatama itself was brought up in the second case, with, Mimi Miney and, Ini Mimi, literally, she lied about her real identity, and the Magatama didn't go off. Well, she introduced herself maybe after that, and then all that? Or, Did she say her name ever after we get to Magatama there? I have a feeling she said her name a few times. Or maybe it was before that. Huh. Well, either she said it before there, like, after the Magatama fact, then, like, literally the Magatama doesn't, pick up the locks or everything. But, basically when you're purposely hiding things. So unless you expertly, like, I guess, maneuver around something, like divert attention to a different topic or anything like that, like seamlessly or something like that, and the person holding it does not, like, ask those questions, then could they maneuver around it? Gosh, I'm asking questions about how a spiritual device works. Oh boy. That's what you always said. More than half of us were in the courtyard. The only ones inside were your grandmother, her butler, and Iris. You're the only ones positioned to hold the gun. There has to be something you're overlooking. Let's see how this all plays out. Right now, it's looking like things may take a very familiar turn. Oh, back here now. Ooh. Intensive care. She's still not awake. I can't even look at her like this anymore. This shouldn't have happened. Why'd it have to be this way? Step out if you need to. I'm not going anywhere. Then I'm not going anywhere either. We'll sit here all night, waiting for her. This poor kid. She's doing so much to see her cousin this way. Solving this, it won't just be for Maya. It'll be for you too, Pearls. I'll see you smile again. Maya, I don't know if you can even hear me, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this no matter what, okay? I'm gonna find the truth for you, no matter what it is. Wow, what cheery uplifting music from after that whole scene. Oh boy, oh boy. And I think we'll leave this off here. We're going to the first trial, and I think some extra world building is going to happen for at least this fan game, which I'm actually sort of shocked, like, on the main canon games I'm not going to. It's the main reason I actually been, like, I'm not doing the whole spoilery thing, like past fan games I've gone through, mostly just because of that reason alone. But we'll get to that. It's going to be a fun ride from the beginning of this case to the very end, and I hope you all join me for that. So, wonderful time watching as I am playing as. Hope to see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you fantastic day.